Morning, everybody. I shouldn't say morning, it's afternoon. It's Sunday, July 26th. I thought it was time that I did a video with Cheeky because those of you that know me know that I've had birds for a long time, parrots particularly, and Cheeky's been in my life since I think about 2008, 9, that sort of time. When she came to me, she was very sick. She was in a rescue mission from a bird club here in Langley, who's one of their major things was rescuing and rehoming unwanted parrots. So Cheeky is a Guatemalan Mealy Amazon. There aren't very many of them. And I got a phone call around 10 o'clock, 10:30 on a very cold, miserable night from the president, and I'm not sure if the wife or the husband was the president. Anyway, they called me, and they were on a rescue mission to save 2 parrots, large parrots, and would I please take them, because I was the only one in the club at that time that had a large parrot. So around midnight, 12:30, Cheeky arrived in a dog crate that didn't have a perch in it, and the other bird was in a crate with a perch and was sitting. Cheeky wasn't able to stand up. Anyway, the next day I realized that Cheeky was in a lot of trouble from a physical health condition. So I called one of the club members, and he came immediately and took her with him to see Dr. Ann McDonald in Vancouver. We were in Langley, Aldergrove area. And she kind of said, "Oh my goodness, this is not good," and treated her. What was happening was that her air sacs were badly congested. Birds don't have lungs like mammals do. They have air sacs throughout their body. And if they take a breath in, or when they do, it'll take 4 breaths before that breath of air has circulated through all their air sacs and comes back out again. And so her mouth was dripping mucus out of it, and her nostrils had 2 tiny little pinholes. The rest was completely plugged with this mucus that had dried. It was all crusted, and it was really quite attention getting, let's say. So, and she couldn't stand. She laid on her chest. So anyway, Dr. McDonald got all that stuff off of her nostrils so she could actually breathe a little bit, and sent her home back to me with a powder that was supposed to go, I don't remember where now, somewhere, I think it was in a little puffer into her nostrils, and drops that were going to go into her nostrils. But the thing was that Cheeky hadn't been handled. I don't know if she'd ever been handled, but she certainly hadn't been handled for some time, and was quite anxious about being handled. So anyway, it had taken the vet tech, another assistant, and the vet to treat her at the clinic, and they sent her home to me by myself and said, "This is what you have to do." And I thought, well, it's a good thing I'm an experienced horse trainer, because, little bird, you and I are going to have to get this done, or you aren't going to make it. So we got it done every day, twice a day. So at that point, oops, There's a feather. She's in the process of molting. So a month later we went back, and she still couldn't stand. She was too weak to stand. And I knew Dr. McDonald from previous visits with other birds, and she looked me straight in the eyes and said, "Do you think that this bird is going to survive?" And I said, "Well, when I get up in the middle of the night, the first thing I do is I go and check on her." I'm just going to adjust this so that you can keep seeing her. Oh.